All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And basically in this lesson is gonna go into the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, and how it's becoming more and more evident that it's already playing onto the righteous, but it's more and more evident to the world that the RFID microchip is in fact the mark of the beast, and how real this is becoming, and that pretty much coming into the hour of temptation, which is fastly approaching. All right, here it is. I'm gonna start in this first article. All right, here's the title: Microsoft, the ID2020 Alliance, Universal Digital Identification in You. All right, and as you know, or as you should know, all right, the RFID microchip is going to be implanted in your right hand, the scriptures say, or on your foreheads. Okay, and this is how you're going to be able to partake in society. All right, or if you don't take it, you're not going to be able to participate at all. All right, it says you cannot buy or sell. All right, you're not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to take your kids to school, do anything, okay, without this chip. All right, and it's closing. It's pretty much crunch time for this chip. All right, as 2019 is the year of Karagma. All right, coming into the end of this year. All right, this thing is again, as in Habakkuk, the second chapter, it's speaking and it's not lying. Okay, the vision which was set for an appointed time, that appointed time is now. Okay, and it shows you the minds of these elites. All right, they're pushing this chip because they're getting ready to make a move on this thing. All right, but here this article came out in 2008. All right, and here it is now. This thing is coming back up. Why? Because hey, ID 2020, and really, the Spirit of the Lord is putting upon his men, his servants, to, as they are being watchmen, to warn you of these things that are getting ready to come. Okay, so here last year Microsoft joined ID 2020, a global alliance whose goal is to create universal digital identities for everyone. What are the social, economic, and ethical implications of such an initiative? Okay, to sum it all up, if you take this chip, a nuclear missile is waiting for you. Okay, either way, you're going to be destroyed and feel the full wrath of YAHAWASHI. Okay, but here, universal digital identities. Okay, how is this going to be? How are they going to be able to do such a thing? All right, the chip. Okay, the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. Okay, and these big, large companies are investing in these things. Why? Because this is a serious thing. Okay, this is their agenda. Okay, this is the New World Order agenda. Okay, having everybody microchip. All right, here our digital activity increasingly parallels our real world activity. All right, talking about your digital self, reading the things you put up on the internet, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, the things you watch on YouTube, the things you search on Google. Okay, that's what it's called, is your digital self. Okay, and what they want is to upload yourself onto the internet. Okay, like the Internet of Things. Every technological device has internet capabilities, from your TV to even your freaking refrigerators. Okay, they put the word smart next to it. Okay, and how they're gonna do this with people? They're gonna put a chip inside of you. All right, again, the mark of the beast with the RFID microchip is gonna be able to upload you to a network. All right, which you're gonna use the 5G. Okay, to upload yourself to the internet. Okay, tag all your devices that you have and put it all in one. All right, and then be in that chip. Okay, this is where your license is gonna be. This is where your medical records are gonna be. This is where your things like that. Okay, things that you carry in your wallet are gonna be in your hand. All right, being able to have pass gates to get through your job. Get through to your apartment complex. All right, you're gonna need this chip, and everything is already in place. Okay, you go to your gas station, what it say, scan and pay. You go to the front of the grocery store, scan and pay. Okay, this is not a game. Okay, this is not a joke. Okay, continuing participation in the modern economy, the ability to buy and sell. See, and again, this is plain. All right, how plain does this have to be? Okay, the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. Okay, continuing attain employment. Okay, you're not going to be able to work. How long has the apostles on down been saying of these things? Okay, healthcare, social services, and more are virtually impossible without a digital identity. Okay, and that's true. Okay, because again, Esau and his agenda, he's took away certain things. He took away, being you clocking in, be a piece of paper. Now you gotta clock in. Be you gotta some have you gotta put your thumbprint. Okay, they're making it to where you have to do something biologically. You have to put your thumb. All right, some doors have retina scans, eye scans. Okay, they have whatever it gets, facial recognition. Okay, and then now this chip. All right, I remember going to a CarMax, and then it should be, if you pay attention, it's pretty sure, I'm pretty sure it's at your job too. You have a key fob to get in. All right, you have some type of thing via that's biological. Okay, no, in order for you to say that, oh, yeah, I clocked in, I did this and that. Okay, you have whatever it may be. Okay, to be able to identify yourself that you work at this job. All right. But just continuing, in May of 2016 at the United Nations headquarters in New York, ID2020, an alliance of governments, nonprofits, academia, over 150 private sector companies, and 11 United Nations agencies collaborated on how to provide a unique digital identity to everyone on the planet. Okay, Esau plans on chipping everybody on the planet, and here it is. They're telling you right here. Okay, they're telling you exactly what their plans to do. Okay, these private companies, and this was in 2016. Right now, we're coming into 2020. Okay, so pretty much all the big players are already all in on this. Okay, and it's already been in this. Again, this is Esau's plan, a new world order agenda. Okay, a lot of brothers before they came into truth, they were heavy on these so-called conspiracy theories. Okay, going into Paul Russo. All right, these are men you're all familiar with, videos you're all familiar with. Okay, how Esau plans on chipping everybody on the planet. Okay, putting your bank account, your bank statements, everything that involves you to participate in society on that chip. All right, and uploading you onto internet. Okay, to a network where you are officially a debt slave to Esau. Okay, no more under the counter transactions, no more nothing, like no barter system. You're not gonna be able to do none of these things without the permission of Esau. Okay, via this chip. All right, and that's pretty much the point of this thing. But here, these ID2020 Alliance and its 2030 goals. This is Esau's goals. Okay, these freaking ads. All right, sustainable development goals. Esau and these plans. Okay, that's why it says his ways are always grievous, and pretty much he makes these, like scripture say in Psalm the 10th chapter, he thinks his house is going to continue up forever. He has a 2045 plan, a 2050 plan. All right, this man plans on being here for a long time. Okay, and he's not going to stop for nothing. All right, but that's why YAHAWASHI has to come back and redeem us, because it says scripture say, if it wasn't for the elect's sake, no flesh should be saved. This dude he would fulfill his deeds. Okay, and him being pretty much taking back the blessing which he sold or gave up, which was never his in the first place, to Jacob. Okay, he wants his blessing back. All right, immortality. Okay, these are a cloud for everyone on every device. Okay, again, the Internet of Things. All right, I'm not gonna ramble on too far with this article, but you get the point. All right, this is serious business going on here. Okay, this is big business, and there's already crypto currencies out there. All right, in the works. All right, and there's a lot of things going on that they don't put out. Okay, because they're gonna blindside you with this. All right, they use gradualism. Okay, to get you to these things. And how is this going to accelerate the process to getting public opinion on this thing? Because right now it's optional. All right, but what they're going to do is, this is where these false flags happen. Okay, they need some type of event to put fear on people. Okay, so they're not logical and they have to give in. Okay, these false flags take away civil liberties. Okay, prime example, 9/11. Okay, now since 9/11, you have all type of laws been put in place to take away your civil liberties. Because now, what is it? The Patriot Act considers everybody a terrorist. Okay, but here, let's just get into it. Just some of the real. This is the Real ID Act. Okay, so these are right after these false flags. Esau has these laws in place for him to fulfill and continue on with his agenda. Okay, closing in on his agenda. All right, and he uses you know, the fear of the people. Okay, like what it is called now, the war on terror. Okay, there's no such thing as a war on terror, but it's a never-ending war for him. To the people, he makes it like that to the people because he is going to just continue to take away your liberties until he has you branded with this RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, so here, what is the Real ID Act? Formulated in the wake of September 11 and passed by Congress in 2005. All right, and again, right now, this we're going into this chip. Okay, yes, of course, I forgot who said it, but he said you're gonna something to extent. At some point in time, you're gonna have to rule, or you're gonna have to, make a judgment about implantable microchips. Okay, I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Biden, Joe Biden. One of those devils. Okay, what goes on is it's not always, like they put on what they teach you in school. Okay, yeah, you have the executive branch, legislative branch, and you have the judicial branch. Okay, it's not, it looks all cute, on paper. Okay, but you don't understand that, like they say, money makes the world go round. Okay, these big corporations, they consume the government because of what they call lobbying. Okay, they pay off certain people so that it can be issued into law. So that, like they say, money can buy anything. All right, money can literally make laws, buy laws to be legal. All right, going in, it skips the process of you got a bill got to be, they got to make a bill and this and that got to be passed by such and such. It doesn't work like that. Okay, and it's all bets are off, especially when martial law is intact. Okay, then the law goes over to the military. Okay, so when martial laws is put in place, there's no more, well, let's vote for this and that. All that's done away with. Okay, when martial laws hit, what needs to be done is going to be done. Okay, or you're going to be put to death. All right, or gunned down, put in concentration camps, etc., etc. And at the end of the day, they're going to either, chop your head off, or you're going to be like, okay, let me take the chip. Okay, but here, formulated in the wake of September 11 and passed by Congress in 2005, the Real ID Act was passed to set standards for the insurance of sources of identification, such as driver license. Okay, so the whole thing about identification. All right, the whole thing with the 9/11 story was these terrorists. Okay, who cares about the names, but it's all made up. Nonetheless, they framed these Muslims. Okay, they got into the country, yada yada. They went through security, this and that. Okay, and again, just going into their agenda, making the story so that they can say, we got to put this in place, put that in place, so this doesn't happen no more. And people are all for, because they see such a terrible thing, such as the towers going down. All right, they say, yeah, we gotta do this. Okay, but again, Esau is he's cunning. He's very divisive. He's a devil. Okay, his plays are always grievous. There's always a devious plot behind. Okay, and what's going on is what he's been trying to do from the beginning. Okay, which is take over the world in wickedness. Okay, forever. Okay, but call out YAHAWASHI, this dude is getting ready to be cast down. All right, but here the act established minimum security standards for the state-issued driver's license identification cards. Okay, so the new identification card, they're gonna do away with driver's license. They're gonna do away with your social security card. All right, they're just gonna put everything on that chip. All right, so it's convenient. That's what they're gonna push. Is convenient, this and that. You don't gotta worry about this. And the way they're gonna do this again is by these false flags. Okay, in this case, it's gonna be a cyber attack. All right, it'll be a cyber attack where they say, oh, everything's been wiped clean. Your bank statements, this and that cannot be reached unless you take this chip. Right? You cannot take a kid to school unless you vaccinate them and put this chip, all right, in them. All right, and so forth and so forth. Okay, you're gonna have to be identified. All right, again, the Patriot Act, they're gonna be like, everybody's a terrorist. We gotta identify all these people. And how are we going to do that? We're going to chip them. All right. And this is what Esau is going to do. All right. And this is how it's going to accelerate his plan. Okay. For his new world order. Okay. You see all these things going on around the world, the wars and rumors of wars. Okay. This is because Esau he's trying to like ID2020. He's trying to have everybody on the planet chipped. All right. He's trying to have control of all the money going around. Okay. Via this new currency, just like after World War II, the dollar was made. I forgot what it was called. The meeting. I'm gonna have to just search it real quick. After that meeting, the dollar became the standard. Okay. They're gonna do that again. All right. Whatever cryptocurrency they call it, the Phoenix, whatever it may be, that's gonna be a standard unit of trade. All right. I can't remember it. World War II. It's on tip of my tongue, but just verification. Dollar made standard. I'm not sure. Google will pick it up. It was a meeting. All right, here it is. Under the Bretton Woods International Monetary Agreement in 1944, 144. Spiritual. The gold standard was kept without domestic convertibility. All right, but that's the point. It's called the Bretton Woods International Monetary Agreement. All right, Esau is going to sit down with other nations and say this cryptocurrency is the standard. All right, but that was it. Okay, but here again going into the chip is proving more and more that this is real. All right, FDA approves implantable chip to access medical records. Okay, again going into vaccines because they're already trying to they're taking away already now your religious exemption. Okay, because people have some sense of a brain in their mind is they know that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. All right, before a lot of us came to the truth, they knew the RFID microchip was the mark of the beast. I can speak for myself first and foremost. Okay, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved VeriChip, an implantable radio frequency identification device. All right, the RFID microchip for patients, which would enable doctors to access their medical records. All right, so Esau, he invades. All right, he finds loopholes. He plays games with his laws. Okay, so he finds a little place where he can say, okay, this is logical, this makes sense, and he's just gonna, what's the word? This is a virus. Okay, he said he puts it here now. The chip is legal for medical records. And it's a joke. Okay, because it's gonna be much more than just medical records. Okay. But already it's approved in government. This chip is FDA has to do with like I said, it's Food and Drug Administration. Okay, so when you go to the store, it says FDA approved. Okay, they say this chip is FDA approved. So when people complain how you can't put a chip in your hand, all right, but it says the FDA said it's safe to put it in your body. Okay, and they see medical records, they say doctors say it's good, so it must be safe. Okay, people are still get cold medicine and people still. So they don't know, they have no clue what the hell is going on, okay? And especially when it's life and death, they're not going to be worried about, they just want to eat. They just want to be safe, okay? They're going to trust in Egypt, the shadow of Egypt, and that's going to be their downfall because America is getting ready to be destroyed by nuclear missiles, okay? And this chip being shown that, to the face of the world that it is the RFID microchip is just showing you how close we are to getting out of here, okay? Once this chip is made mandatory, all right, there's not going to be much time left for this place, okay? A week or so, whatever it may be, this place is gonna get destroyed. All right, but going into I'm gonna get obviously you gotta get revelations, but here going into Facebook. Okay, Facebook confirms it will launch. This is just an example of the cryptocurrencies. All right, well, if it'll load. Facebook confirms it will launch a cryptocurrency called Libra in 2020. And if you know about Facebook, Facebook sells this information to the feds. Okay, they sell your face, they sell the things you like, you talk about the places where you've been at, all this information about yourself, going into your digital self, they sell it to the government. Okay, and that's what Mark Zuckerberg he's been on trial for. Okay, but it's all on purpose. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg is just the fault, whatever. He's just a face to blame. All right, but nonetheless, these things still continue. Twitter the same way, Instagram the same way. Wherever you put your information on the internet, best believe the feds, the government, they have trace to it. Okay, so again, what does Facebook have to do with the cryptocurrency? Okay, again, going into that chip. Okay, your bank, your money, your medical, your identity, everything is going to be on that chip. Okay, everything that's needed to identify you. Okay, everything else will, you'll be uploaded onto a mass server via the 5G, and that's how you're going to be to get around and do such and such, this and that. But that's not the point. Okay, but 2020. Okay, this is not a coincidence. Okay, Facebook is finally ready to talk about its blockchain's plans following numerous reports unveiling its upcoming announcement in detail. The company today said that it is in development. It is in develop. Like it said, it's in development. Global currency called Libra will launch next year alongside the underlying blockchain-based network that will support it. Okay, so blockchain, again, going into it's going to be a network. All right, uploading yourself to the internet. Okay, the Internet of Things. All right, Esau is going to upload your ass to the internet. Okay, if you take that chip. Okay, and it's already up there. It's just that chip is that bridge pretty much. Okay, but here they talk about Bitcoin, yada yada. But I just really want to show the companies. All right, these companies that are on board: Mastercard, Uber, UPay, whatever you call it, PayPal. You see all these companies, Spotify, eBay. These are big corporations. All right, and these corporations are about making money, and they're not stupid. Okay, they're in the know. They know what the hell is going on because at the top of these corporations are these elites. Okay, and they're not going to invest in nothing that's not going to make them money. They don't play games with stuff like this. Okay, this is getting ready to be the new currency. They're going to digitize it. Okay, no longer the dollar's going to crash. That's another thing that's going to happen. When these cyber attacks happen, they're going to say the stock market crashed. They're going to blame it on Russia, China, North Korea, whatever the case may be. Okay, and everybody's going to be in uproar. It's going to be a mess. Okay, and that's Esau. What he wants to do, he wants to make order out of chaos. Okay, but let me just get to the precept. Okay, and I'm gonna get into some of it. So this is which we shall notice Revelation chapter 13. I'm gonna read verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, he causeth all means he's gonna force them. Okay, it don't matter who you are. All right, famous, not famous, the homeless. They're already going into making the homeless. All right, get what's it called, vaccinated. Okay, whatever the case may be, they do all type of games. Okay, so it don't matter who you are, rich, poor, free, bond, you're gonna have to receive this mark. All right, keep on reading, and I'm gonna go back to verse 16. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Did we not just read in the first article talking about buying and selling? Okay, going to work. All right, you're not gonna be able to again participate in society unless you take this chip, unless you willingly give over to this beast system. All right, this new world order. Okay, given to Esau in his wicked plan. Okay, and it's a conscious thing. All right, but and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. All right, you're not gonna, again, without this chip, you're not gonna be able to do nothing. All right, you're gonna be outcasted in society, and eventually they're gonna hunt you down and kill you. All right, if you don't got this chip, you're gonna be put to death. All right, they're gonna throw you in a concentration camp, whatever the case may be. All right. And that's why if you have the Spirit of the Lord upon you, you are not going to make it in these times to come. All type of hell is going to break loose. Okay, but the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so it's all inclusive. Okay, there's no super deep breakdown. The RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. Okay, but here's going to some of these words. Okay, going into the word charagma. All right, which I'm gonna get, which went right past. Here, charagma, a stamp or imprinted mark. All right, simply to say the charagma, that stamp or imprinted mark is going to be the device itself, which is the RFID chip. Okay, the RFID microchip is the charagma. All right, which is the size of a grain of rice, as they even said it. If I'm not mistaken, here the chip is the size of a grain of rice and is implanted under the skin. Okay, it says it right there. You don't gotta play no games. Uh, look, wow, it contains a unique 16-digit identification number. All right, I'm gonna get into that. Okay, so here you go into the root word of charagma. Um, Here, this is the root word karax, which means a pail or stick. All right, and that pail or stick is the device that's going to shoot the chip inside of your hand. Okay, it's a medical device. Okay, and that goes into the FDA saying it's safe. Okay, this is going to be the things are already pushed out in a mass scale. There's probably some private corporation pushing them things out like candy. Okay, and they're just waiting to be implemented. Okay, these again, this is about money. It's about money. All right, but if you go into the root word of karax, it's grapho. Okay, and I just read the 16-digit identification number. All right, and this is beautiful. This is grapho. Okay, grapho, to write with reference to the form of letters. Okay, so grapho goes into the word graph. All right, a graph holds information. Okay, all right, here to express and read in characters. All right, and I'm gonna get into this. All right, just bear with me. To fill with writing, to draw up in writing, to compose. I'm just reading through some of this. To give information, directions. Okay, so this is going to be done by the binary code. Okay, this is how they put information on the chip. This is how they digitize things. It's called the binary code or the binary system. Okay, binary code used in digital computers based on a binary number system. All right, did we not just read the 16-digit identification number? Okay, now pretty much I'm gonna read it, but the binary system or the binary code. All right, it pretty much takes things like a name. All right, they take things like an address, takes things like bank information, such and such, etc., and they enable to make that to be put on a computer. All right, they use code. Okay, so say 0101100011 equals your address to your house, or 0100011111 equals your first and last name and middle name. Okay, it's programmed into that chip. Okay, so here, binary code used in digital computers based on a binary number system in which there are only two possible states, on or off, so active or inactive. Okay, usually symbolized by 0 and 1. Okay, so that's it. All right, so it gives you examples. Whereas in decimal system, which you don't need to read all this, but that's the point. In a binary system, each digit position represents a power of 2. Okay, they're not getting into all scientific, but this is how they're gonna put the information on a chip, and that chip holds enough information that is needed to identify you. Okay, and that's the grapho. Okay, this is the system how they're gonna be able to digitize yourself on that chip and upload you to the internet. Okay, and this is just the beginning of Esau's New World Order plans. He wants to make you a cyborg. Okay, Elon Musk talked about this. Okay, but as Job, which I'll close out. All right. When he's about to fill his belly, the Most High is gonna cut all that out. Okay. So this is right now. Esau's about to fill his belly, but the Lord's getting ready to cast him down. Okay, this is Job chapter 20. Oh, no. No, I don't know if that might be it. Might be just overthinking. But then he says he's gonna cast. I'm just rolling through. That might be it. Oh no, it is Job 20, but yeah, this is the piece I'm thinking about right now. All right, which well, I'll start here. This is Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Esau is is going to be put in a tough position. Okay, right now he has his confidence. He's doing what the hell he wants to do, what he thinks. All right, he's coming real close to that time. He's going around puffing at his enemies because he's thinking he's getting ready to like Jacob and Esau. Like Esau went out into the field because he probably all prideful out there, being the cunning hunter that he is. Out there thinking, he's probably skipping and whistling like, I'm about to receive this blessing. Okay, this is what Esau's doing right now. He's skipping and whistling. He's on a good mood. He's this and that, cheerful, because he's rejoicing because he's getting ready to, in his mind, fulfill his new world order. All right, receiving his blessing. Okay, but in his fullness and of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, meaning he's going to be again, in a tough situation. Okay, all this is getting ready to be out of control. Okay, divine intervention. Okay, the shit he didn't plan for. Okay, and ultimately that's the return of YAHAWASHI. Okay, and that's what he's ultimately afraid of. He's not afraid of the heathen nation. He's not afraid of 2/3 of Jakes. All right, he's afraid of the men of the Lord, being sent by YAHAWASHI. Okay, because they have the truth. They know what's going on. Okay, in a world of lies, the ultimate enemy is truth. Okay, and that's through Apostle on down. Okay, by YAHAWASHI. That's our job. Okay, casting down strongholds. All right, we're the only people with the truth, so we're his really only true enemy. Okay, but again, him thinking he's getting ready to fulfill his blessing is getting ready to be greatly disappointed. Okay, to a point where he's gonna come down, like it says, with great wrath, because he has a short time. All right, he's gonna start fumbling and jumbling, being sloppy. All right, being tacky. Okay, and then he's gonna be even out of his mind so much he's gonna try to make war in the heavens with YAHAWASHI. Okay, so he's got a lot on his plate. All right, and it's getting ready to get under control for him. All right, but continuing, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Exactly. Okay, he's getting ready to be destroyed. Okay, everything he's built up is getting ready to be thrown right at his face. Okay, this is Job chapter 23. It's like Job chapter 20, verse 23. All right, and I'll close out at 24. All right, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain upon him while he is eating. Okay, he thinks he's I'm just harping on point. He thinks he's getting ready to fulfill this new world order. He has the plate ready, the food steaming hot, smelling good. Okay, he's at the table, putting in his little handkerchief, getting, scooting himself in the chair. He's grabbing his fork and his knife and getting ready to dig in. But the Lord's getting ready to what? Throw that table on the floor, really throw the whole table at him. Okay, flip everything upside down and throw some shackles on him. Okay, this is verse 24. He shall flee from the iron, which from close out, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and a bow of steel shall strike him through. Okay, and that's these nuclear missiles. All right, nuclear missiles getting ready to rain upon Esau and his house. All right, everything he's built, and everybody else that's joined hand in hand with him is going to be destroyed. Or you, the nation that think you're up next, they're going to rule. You're going to be, everything you built also is going to be destroyed. Okay, because the whole thing now is China and America. Okay, China has a cryptocurrency. China has that facial recognition thing. They're trying to race, to the new seat of the new rulers of the new world to come. Okay, but it's not going to happen. Neither of them. Okay, nukes going to be dropped exclusively on so-called America, leaving this place a straight desert. Okay, all you Edomites that hide in bunkers are underground, you release to hide underground. You're getting ready to be. This is a prophecy. All right, you're going to dig into hell. Okay, and hide from the destruction. But men, the Lord going to come down, shackle you up. You're going to be first fruits in slavery. All right, and hey, that's the happily ever after. Okay, the kingdom of heaven is going to be established on earth. And then the scriptures say the saints shall take the kingdom, and that's what's going to happen. Okay, but this RFID microchip is this is the catalyst. Okay, before the kingdom of heaven is established. Okay, and that's why from Apostle on down they push this, because this is a heavy prophecy to know that we're almost out of here. All right, but those will be edified, and as always, want to give all praises to YAHAWASHI, Bashim Kakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole flake of Israel. Shalom.